What's good, y'all? This is Will Gittens, and I'm live with Buzz Access.
This is my age, this is my sign. This is where I live, and what I like. This where I'm from, and what I do. This is what I love. How about you? I know you want me.
Well, I'd say music started for me, the environment in Trinidad, where I'm born, Trinidad and Tobago, and it didn't really start to become a thing where people start to know of me until I'd say 2012, 2013, which is when I started to put videos out on YouTube. I started to put videos out just on other platforms, but the main time it like took off for me was when I started to put music or my videos on Vine. So Vine, the 6-second app, you know, and that was when I got my first claim to fame. And it just went crazy. It just built millions of followers on there and had a lot of people watching and keeping up with me. So that led into Instagram and TikTok and all these other things. And that's how people know me. I remember I was moving from Atlanta to Los Angeles. And this is like late summertime 2020. So the pandemic had already been, you know, full force. And I was moving to LA, and I was in Nashville staying in my parents' house. And it was supposed to be for like 2 weeks, but ended up being for like 2.5 months. And I was just at my parents' house. I was like, man, I need to come up with something that's super like engaging, something that's gonna be super catchy. And so I just, in 5 minutes, just came up, this is my age, this is my sign. And I was like, man, this is corny. And then I just put it up. I was like, let me see how they like it, you know what I'm saying? And then like tens of thousands of videos started to be made, man. And I was just like, wait, they really like this, you know? And so when it started to get to like 70,000 videos made, I looked at my brother, I was like, we need to make some money from this. So we put it out on platforms, and long story short, we ended up doing some business with some people that weren't ideal, and they completely killed the whole momentum of the song. And I thought that was gonna be a moment for me because I've been doing music for a long time, and I was like, this is my moment, this is the song, the one that people talk about. And the people, they promised a lot of things, and they didn't capitalize on pretty much anything. And it's no harm done. You know, I think just in every artist, you will learn that they have those kind of things in their whole experience that leads up to their bigger blessing. I think that was just a stepping stone that allowed me to learn a lot about myself, a little more about the business, and to really know how to go in the future so I don't run into that situation again.
What's the move, babe? What we doing? You can come through, babe. I'm just coolin'. We on that do say now you on me. We getting lit. We feeling wavy.
My understanding of the industry is always where it is, you know. But sometimes the industry will be ahead, and then you just need to keep up or get up to par with everything. For me, I was still locked into, I created a trend, and that trend was like one of the biggest trends in the world. Just off top, numbers-wise, with already having my fan base and everything, that every single label is gonna want to get the song in their system or sign me or this and that. Not like to say that I did it to get signed, but it was just like, if I knew that was the last thing that was to prove my I don't know, not to say not my worth, because I already know my worth, but it's just like, I'm always like trying to do something that the label's like, yo, I gotta have this guy, you know? And I thought that was it. And then when like only a couple showed interest, and then I was like, wait a minute, like, do y'all not realize this is a hit record? Like, because I saw it happen for other people in my life, you know? So it was just like, let me see if this is gonna happen for me. And when it didn't happen, it just was kind of a eye-opening thing, because it's like, bro, I have millions of followers, and I've made 6 figures from my music independently without any help. So I was just like, isn't that impressive, you know? And so I got to a point in my life where I stopped trying to impress the labels, man, you know? And I'm not against labels. I know that in the future I'm going to do business with labels that's going to be like really dope, and it's going to be big situations. But for now, I think the most disappointing thing is to see that a young person creates a trend, has a successful song, and has a huge following, and that wasn't enough for. So it's at that point, it's like, what is intriguing for a label? Is it only for them to get into a situation that they're kind of predatory in, oh, this person doesn't know any better, I'm gonna sign a $2 million deal and they're gonna be screwed over for life. And because they're ill-advised in knowing the business side, we could take advantage of the situation. Or rather, there's somebody like me that's like, yeah, well, he's 30 and he been doing it for a minute, but yeah, that's a cute little song you just had. It's like, nah, bro, I'm him, bro, with a capital H, and whether or not they want to acknowledge me as that or not, I know that's what I am and who I am. And so for me, I just been continuing to create trends and create big moments for myself. And at that point, I don't care if they come around or not. I'm gonna be just showing people what my gift is. And that's what the rest of this year is gonna look like.
I'm not gonna be the bigger person at this time. I'm gonna fight if anyone crosses the line. I know you used to think I was your doormat on the floor. Think you should die to who I was before. I'm not the bigger person no more.
I wrote a song called Bigger Person and I dropped it. And it was just like, I'm not gonna be the bigger person, not this time. I'm gonna fight if anyone crosses the line. I know you used to think I was your doormat on the floor. I think you should die to who I was before. I'm not the bigger person no more. And so that is right what type of time I'm on. It's like I'm a very kind person and I work hard in this music stuff. But a lot of times people, they wanna treat you a certain way because they feel like, oh, you ain't had no hit or this and that. It's like, nah, bro, I'm that guy. And whether or not you know it or not, I'm going to show you and the world. It's like, I ain't trying to tell people to be devious, you know what I'm saying? It's just, a lot of times people take advantage of people with light, man, kind people. And so it's really them just making sure that they take their power and make sure that everyone knows how to treat you. You set your boundaries with people so that they don't disrespect you and mistreat you. That's really what it is.
If I don't get a wine from you, I might go mad. Fetting Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, party hard. Only need one thing from you, don't let me down. I give in 20, 30, 40, 50, 100 stab.
I dropped a song called That Is TNT right the day after Carnival, and that's the first time I've dropped a soca song from my country, and that's a fun one that people could go check out. Recently, what did I drop? I dropped like an acoustic cover album, but for me, I just do that because people would be like, oh my gosh, put it on Spotify and this and that. And it's just another stream of income, saying that it's a no-brainer. It helps with my growth and people discovering me. But the next thing I have is this song called D&D, and it stands for Do Not Disturb. And you just asked, you was like, well, how is it stress of trying to find another one after that big hit? D&D is the follow-up, man. And I think that D&D has potential of being even bigger than Zodiac. It's the same formula with the acoustic vibes, with the trap and hip hop, and then R&B vocals. So it's just this merge of these genres, and it's just super catchy, man. It's gonna be trendy. The reason why I wrote this song D&D, is because the little chat thing over your DMs and online on Instagram. I remember one time I just was looking and I saw like 5 or 6 different women just put D&D, because everyone was like talking about what they're doing or whatever they were saying, but I saw a whole bunch of women saying just D&D. Then I go on pages and I'm seeing chicks post their picture on the beach, D&D, and it kept being like, dun, 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 dun. And I'm like, man, I'm just ignoring it. But then I was on a live stream. No, it wasn't on a live stream. When did I realize it? Oh, I saw a reel of someone. It's just like a guy talking. He's just like, you think you could bother her? Her life is on Do Not Disturb. This and that. And then it'll be a fine chick on the beach or something, and she's just like using that song. So I'm like, say less. I'm gonna write a song called D&D. And this one is gonna be, because it's gonna be, it's not gonna be as trendy. It could be more long lasting because we're always gonna have cellular devices, especially in these coming years. And so D&D is just not necessarily about phones, but it's just like, yo, don't disturb me. I'm about to just focus on myself and my paper, getting my money right, and don't waste my time and mess with my energy. And that's really what the song is about. So it's gonna be freaking fire. I think this song is gonna be one of the biggest songs of the year, in my opinion.
My mind's is easy. Hasta luego, I'm going where's fuego. Might catch a vibe down in Ghana or Lagos. Life been too much, I had enough. I'm about about to focus on stacking these ones.
Follow me on at Will Gittens, and that's Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, freaking Spotify, Apple Music, anywhere. Everything is Will Gittens, WILLGITTENS. What's good, y'all? My name is Will Gittens, and you just been buzzed. Bzzz.